Welcome to The Chatter, your end of the week ear candy for what to eat, drink, see, and do in Richmond, Virginia, right damn now.
The Richmond Experience is independently owned and created by locals, us, for locals, you. From recent openings and the latest trends to time-tested traditions and hidden gems, we're here to help you experience the very best that RVA has to offer.
Hi, I am Paige, RVAX owner and chief marketing officer. I'm the face you see in front of the scenes on Instagram and TikTok, taking you to all the latest and greatest hotspots around town.
And I'm Kelsey, RVAX owner and editor-in-chief, working behind the scenes on your Wednesday and Thursday newsletters, the Weekly Insider and the Weekender, and City Guides.
Hey, Kels.
Hi, Paige. How are you?
I'm good. We had a busy weekend, a busy start to the weekend too. So I'm still like, I need a weekend to catch up.
Right, you're in your buffer mode between like weekend happenings and actually being ready to start the week.
Yeah, it's
You
been a
had family
whirlwind.
in town, correct?
I did, but before we even dive into that, I was a NASCAR driver.
Oh, yes, that just happened too. Was that just on Friday?
Yeah, and I mean, it was an experience. I feel like we should need to talk about it.
We do need to tell us all about it.
Well, it was cool. It was for media and news outlets to hype up NASCAR weekend, which is coming up in August. So it was just kind of like to do that. But you can actually drive your own race car if you want. It's the NASCAR racing experience, and they have that available at Richmond Raceway. And I had heard about it, but never really thought to do it. So I was invited, and so I was like, sure, why not? Once in a lifetime opportunity. And we got there, we suited up, we watched like a 20-minute video, and meanwhile, the entire time I was like, no, I'm not doing this. I was like, I think this is no, because they were talking about shifting because this is a manual car. So they were like, you're gonna have to get it to fourth gear by the time you get out of pit row. You're gonna have to follow all these rules. The guy's like talking to you the entire time, and I'm like, no, I don't know.
Do
I'm
you know how
good.
to drive stick too already?
No, Kels, never done it in my life. So it was just I was sitting there and I was like really nervous. And then we got outside and they put a helmet on me and they're like, "Are you ready?" And I was just like, okay, sure. So I like hopped in and I looked at the guy and they're all like suiting you up. They're like really in your business because obviously there's no car door either. Like you're sliding in through the window.
Right.
You have like the crew buckling you in, getting you all safe. I have a guy in my ear talking to me. And I look at them. I'm like, guys, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to drive a stick shift. And they're like, we're just going to put you in fourth and we'll you just lay on the clutch, lay on the gas and just go. And I was like, oh,
Oh my gosh,
okay.
I would be sweating through my
Oh,
uniform.
Kelsey, I was drenched. It was 90 some degrees. We're in these suits. You're in this car, obviously no AC. So they're like all in your business, getting you set up and for safety. When I took the helmet off, my hair was like it came out of the shower. It
Yeah.
was
Oh, oh my gosh.
disgusting.
Yeah, that would be
Um,
me.
I only got up, I think, to 85 miles per hour. So I think I've
Still,
been faster on the highway.
still.
It was fun. I'm glad I did it. I really am. When I got into pit row, though, the guy was like, "Okay, put it in neutral," and I'm just like, I stalled out.
Yeah, yeah, forget
They
it.
had to drive. They had to push me all the way back to the
Yeah,
start.
forget it. I'm kind of surprised with things like that. I thought at least they would have somebody in the car with you, but I guess like they can't.
So you can do a ride along, and that's what I was trying to like maybe do, and then they just stuck me in the car.
Yeah,
I just went.
you'll be fine.
It's like I don't think I'm gonna die today. It's okay. I just figured it. I say no a lot, but I also say yes a lot. Just if I'm interested in it, and I was interested. I thought it would be a fun experience. And
Yeah.
I always say I like to get out of my comfort zone every day, and it was definitely getting out of my comfort zone. And it was ultimately really fun. But at the end, they all like everybody's like, "Oh my god, how'd it go?" And I was like shaking.
Yeah.
It was like rappelling down the Dominion building, kind of
Right.
like it was still the adrenaline rush. Like I felt like I was like, you know. So it was Just a learning experience. I'm glad I did it. I made a reel. It's going
Yeah,
out this week.
we'll look for the full
There's
update.
a 25-minute video of me that they sent me. It was like a GoPro footage, and the entire time I looked terrified. There's like a 2-second clip where I smile. So that's in the video.
Got that in there. I can't wait to see. I'm glad that you did it because you're exactly right. I always see stuff like that advertised and have been tempted to like get the experience for my husband, not for me. But
Yeah.
then like it also like would freak me out like on his behalf. So I've just never pulled the trigger. So getting like to hear from somebody who's now actually experienced it, I feel like is great information.
And I do have to say it was very safe. And like there was like a lot more question and answer time than I'm like sharing about, but for me just it was a little out of my comfort zone, and I think it was just ultimately the vehicle, and because it is a raceway, you have to like lay off the gas at certain points and go fast and you're listening, and so it was just a lot, but I mean, again, it was a very safe experience, but definitely out of my comfort zone. So
Yeah, but that's fantastic. Good for you, Paige. I mean, just checking things off the list left and right.
yeah, you're only here once. You might as well get it done.
What makes you perfect for the role you're in too? Because I feel like when people reach out for these things, the building thing, I'd be like, no. The NASCAR thing, no. This is why we need you, Paige, because you're down to clown.
Yeah, and would I do it again? Sure, I think I would. And I'd also propel down the Dominion Energy Center building again. I think
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be ill, but I'd do it again.
But you would do it. And this time you wouldn't do it like fresh off of. Didn't you do that like right after you got back from being
I
out of
think I was
town?
so jet lagged. I was just like, where am I? Holly said that I was, swear word, coming such a bitch before I repelled because I was so nervous. And then as soon as I got on solid ground, she was like, you were like a different woman.
Yeah. I'm very much like that too. When the anxiety is like high, it's like, I don't talk to me. I
Don't
am
talk to me.
don't.
Don't even look at me.
No. Nothing can cure this. And then like when you get through it, you're like, that wasn't so bad.
Oh, but yeah, that was the kickoff of the weekend. And then my sisters came down with Claire's boyfriend. And so we kind of kept it low key. They didn't really want to do too much. So it was just a nice mix. We did some walking downtown. But it was just so hot. And then it would be so nice, and then it would just downpour, and
Right.
it was just such a weird weather weekend. And then on Sunday we had a big barbecue picnic with our neighbors, and then yesterday we did the science museum.
I
So
saw your science museum cover too. How did you like the dino exhibit?
it was cool. My Reagan really wanted to see that. We also saw a flick in the dome, which was really
Oh,
cool.
right. I've never done that before, and you inspired me. I feel like I have to.
It's fun and it's cute. The kids are just like chilling, they're watching, and yeah, we had a nice time. I It kept us really entertained for a long time. I
Yeah.
thought we'd be there for maybe 2 hours, but there was an exhibit that I had never seen, and it's part of the regular, it's the Boost exhibit. It's on
Yes.
level 0, and we had such a blast in there. And I don't know, it was great. We were there from like 12:30 to 4.
Yeah, you can kill a lot of time there. Especially, I think you had talked about this at some point when they were coming out with that dinosaur exhibit. Like you hadn't been for like a while. If you haven't gone for a while, you can really like spend a lot of time.
Yeah, because I recently went to Towers of Tomorrow, which we peeked through. Actually, they built some Lego stuff. So we were in there for a minute too, but I've really only like ever done the one that you walk in right when you walk in, the space air. I don't know what that, whatever that one
That's
is.
like speed and all that kind of stuff.
Speed. That's it. Yep, speed. Um, and so yeah, we were there for a while, and I mean, definitely got the money's worth. It's
Yeah.
20 for an adult ticket with a dome, the ultimate dinosaurs, and general admission was 25.
Yeah, they
And I
like
felt
do
like I got my money's worth for
for
sure.
sure. They do all kinds of like great stuff, especially when they're like promoting a particular exhibit. They always like are so good about doing some, related things. And when I went over for that exhibit when they like first put it out, it was like so impressive. I always love when they have something like that going on over there and then you can spend hours, literally.
Yeah, so it was a
Nice.
good activity since yesterday was also so hot.
Right.
But yeah, it was busy, but
Yeah, these storms aren't really doing much for cooling things down like I anticipated they would. It's like it pours and then it's like kind of just right back to the same temperature.
Mhm. Exactly, yeah.
What are you gonna do? But that sounds like a nice full weekend, and now we're here at the beginning of the week, and you can actually, like, get your head back on straight and relax.
I don't know about that.
At least for, like, these 20 minutes that we'll be chatting. Take a couple of deep breaths.
Today and tomorrow are pretty empty, but then it revs back up, so
Yeah, it's
it's all
still
good.
July, summer is like, "You're not getting off that easy, we got things to
Yeah.
do."
What about you? How was your weekend?
We, compared to that, had a much lower key situation. I was in no race cars or anything like that. We ended up just we actually had family over to this weekend, but we kind of just like laid low at the house for a little bit, especially with like the temperature these days. I'm less and less, I feel like, able to do the moving around for a prolonged period of time. Outdoors, even indoors, even in the AC, like I'm not moving around that quickly anymore.
Yeah. But
So
you're soon. You're due soon.
I know it's coming up. Actually, I spent like a little time too. We're, figuring out what our plan is going to be, just so there's like as little of a gap in content as possible while I'm, bringing a child into the world. And I did a little prep for that, and it's crazy because like a lot of my prep for that is like focused around like fall stuff because you kind of want to be like on the pulse of that ahead of the
Yeah.
actual start to fall. So it's crazy that's kind of like right around the corner at this point.
Yeah. Practically Christmas.
I know. Can you even believe that? I've already seen in some stores, like big box stores, are putting out like Halloween decorations. People are ready to go.
Well, Christmas in July is coming up, and I'm just like, it's just actually just Christmas.
Yeah, just enjoy the holiday itself.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Uh, I mean, it's crazy, but we kind of had like a lower key weekend, just kind of like hung out around the house, basically. Nothing too exciting.
Hey, that's good too. I could use one of those.
Sometimes you need it. Yeah, you and I should like switch places. I'll go drive a race car this Friday.
All right, so let's dive in. So, what to eat, drink, see, and do in RVA this week. And I am up first with eat because it is my favorite time of the year. It is hot tomato summer. It's officially here, guys.
She's here.
So, oh, yeah, she kicks off July 17th and it's 10 days and runs to the 27th. And it's 10 glorious days of celebrating all things tomatoes and Duke's Mayo, aka my personal Olympics. There are over 100 Richmond restaurants serving up special dishes, and I'm ready to go all in. I do have a plan.
Okay. That's
Okay.
always the best way to go, I feel like.
I only have a plan for day one.
Still, you have a plan.
Day one on this will be Thursday, the 17th. I'm gonna order Nate's Bagels, just because it's here.
Mhm.
Go to Jardin and then go to Scoop for dessert.
Yes. What are Scoop doing for their like special flavor?
So let me look that up because it looked really good. Because I usually go to Ruby Scoops for the mayo ice cream, and don't knock it till you try it,
That's
people.
what you say. Like people will get on you about it, I feel like, and you're like, no, taste it.
Yes. But Scoop, they are doing a hot tomato summer sundae with Duke's basil tomato swirl ice cream served on a cornbread blondie with balsamic caramel and a drizzle of olive oil. Shut up.
Wow, wow, wow. That's intense celebration there.
And then, of course, if you just want to do the Duke's basil tomato swirl ice cream flavor, it's basil infused ice cream with Duke's mayo and a tomato jam swirl.
Okay. All right. So
You can either
options.
just do that or the sundae. I don't know. I think Holly and I will probably split the sundae.
There you go.
Or she'll probably just get something totally different.
Yeah, is she as into the tomato situation as you are?
Yeah, she is. But if they have like anything fig, she will just do that.
Oh, okay.
But Jardin has their nice little salad, a tomato sandwich. Oh, it's just looking so good. But on deck, I have plans to, at least on my list. I might not hit these all, guys. I can, like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But Stanley's is on my list, the mayor, Susie's Dinner Party, and then last year I went to Truckle and was like kind of blown away. So I'd like to go back to Truckle. And then Garnett's is like their BLT is like known,
Yeah.
for this time of year. So I don't know. There's lots of places and 10 days. So make a plan if you can. HotTomatoSummer.com has all the participating restaurants, and a lot of the restaurants have their specials up, but not all of them. So I'm sure they're getting loaded up.
Yeah, right. Some surprises on your path throughout the week.
Yeah, and I think Dinner Party's also doing a special wine tasting and pairing. So I might try and hit that up because that would be fun.
Oh, okay, cute.
Yeah. So, speaking of tomatoes for drink, let's pair them with wine. SummerSupperSomm is back. So, Barbara and David of Village Garden have officially launched season 5 of their fan favorite dinner series, and it's shaping up to be their best yet. This series celebrates Virginia's heirloom tomatoes, and they have over 400 varieties growing on their property and features expanded winery partnerships with support from Virginia Wine. It was formerly centered around Barboursville Vineyards, but now it spans across all Virginia wine. And this year they're going to South Carolina and Georgia as well as Virginia, which is really cool. And it's all while supporting Greater Richmond Scan. I'm kicking off SummerSupperSomm this weekend at Veritas Winery in Charlottesville, but also on deck is Shagbark and Acacia in Richmond. So kicking things off this weekend. I think Shagbark's in a few weeks, and then I think Acacia's in August. But these dinners sell out quickly, so if you do want your seats, we'll link it below. But it's great food, great wine. It's just a whole great experience, and they just do. They're usually like 5-course dinners that they pair with Virginia wine, and it's always so good and
Yeah.
fun.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice little like date night setup for you if you are interested in that kind of season.
Yeah, they're always the best dinners. They're
Yeah.
very, very nice.
Oh my gosh. I'm just so happy for you that this time of year is here again, Paige. I saw a tomato poem that I'm going to have to send to you because it made me think of you and I forgot to flag
Oh,
it. I'll send it your way.
I love a tomato poem.
Yeah. Written just for you.
There was my friend sent me on Instagram, there's like a tomato bingo of like all the different food that I could make with tomatoes. So maybe I'll have to try that too.
Have you ended up getting your merch for the country Greek salad yet?
No. And guys, I've only had one.
Oh my God.
I am
Okay, we're behind the
failing.
pace.
I am failing on that front. But tomato season goes for a minute, so
There's time. You have
there's
time.
time. It's just I have to cook at home at some point.
Right. You need to like you sort of like flip flop, take breaks from so you can appreciate it more.
Yeah, otherwise I'd eat out every day and just my heartburn would be so bad. So
Yeah. Top notch. No, it makes complete sense. You have plenty of time.
I know, I know. It's just it's so exciting.
Well, I'll bring us into see and do for the week. For this week or in the coming weeks, I'm saying you should go see Waitress, which is playing for about another month through Virginia Repertory Theater at the November Theater now through Sunday, August 3rd. In case you didn't know, the musical is based on the book by Jessie Nelson, which I didn't know. I thought it was based on a movie with music and lyrics by Sarah Bareilles, which I did know. I'm a huge fan of hers. And the story is about Jenna, a waitress, an expert pie maker who finds herself stuck in a small town and a loveless marriage when a nearby baking contest offers her the chance of escape. And with support from her fellow waitresses, loyal customers, and an unexpected romance, Jenna begins to find the courage to take her long abandoned dream off the shelf. Waitress, as we said, featuring the music of Grammy-winning singer-songwriter Sarah Bareilles, celebrates the power of friendship, dreams, the family we choose, and the quality of a well-baked pie. And I'm bringing it to your attention in case you didn't already know, because we actually recently got a perk for our subscribing RBAX members. So I'm kind of doing like a shameless plug for ourselves here.
Yeah.
You get $10 off any ticket you purchase using the code you can find on our perks page on our website, which I can link in our show notes for you. But it's got about another month to go, and I know people are huge fans of Waitress, so I figured I'd bring their attention to it here. And FYI, you can make a whole meal of your outing by visiting any of the nearby spots, which VA Rep helpfully lists on its website, like Birdie's, Chez Fouché. Is it Chez Fouché?
Chez Fouché.
Chez Fouché?
I believe
And
so.
more.
I would definitely get a meal, but like they have like wine and beer. I don't think cocktails, but it's small. Like
So
they have they have a very small concession. Have you ever seen Waitress?
I haven't. I'm not a big musical person, but
Okay.
like I was saying, I do love Sarah Bareilles. I've seen her in concert like once or two times, and I feel like anything she does is fantastic. So I should probably hop on this, but I haven't seen it, the actual musical or the it is if it's based on a book, is there a movie also based on the book?
I don't know if there is a movie. I mean, I've seen the musical Waitress, not at VA Rep, but my high school did it.
Oh, okay. I mean,
And
it's
like
very popular.
we put
People
on
who
a play. They did a high school musical every year, and so one year it was Waitress. So I remember thinking it was cute. I love going to the VA Rep Theater.
yeah.
I saw like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Carole King. So it's a fun little date night.
Yeah, they have a good like rotation of things. I think I'm thinking of like something with Carrie Russell in it. I don't
Mhm.
know. Uh, who knows? Anyway. But for do, I'm suggesting that you shop goods that matter. I came across this shop's info when I was, oh, did you get it? Carrie Russell?
Yes, it is a movie.
Okay. Book, movie.
2007.
Oh, okay. So there you go. But I had no idea about the book.
Yeah. I
All right.
kind of didn't know it was a movie either. So
Now we know.
anyway, sorry.
Now
Back
we
to
know
you.
all of our waitress facts.
Yeah.
So for due this week, I'm saying you should shop goods that matter. I came across this shop's info when I was pining over my latest, like, I have to visit this boutique. I believe it's called Doter in Churchill, which is, I think, Scandinavian for daughter.
Mm.
Um, Goods that matter, though, creates everyday design goods with extraordinary impact. The shop provides a trusted home for eco conscious customers to purchase the highest quality, eco friendly, handmade in America goods for everyday use. Each Matter product is handmade in the US of eco friendly materials and gives back to unique social and environmental causes. 10% of all proceeds flow to causes that impact the health, happiness, and sustainability of our communities, both locally and for our neighbors around the world. They're kind of like a pop-up shop, and you can shop a lot of their stuff online as well, but they are based both, I believe, from what I'm understanding from their online presence, in Richmond and in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Mm. Okay.
um, and I don't remember if if Doter was just re-sharing something that they posted, or if that store also carries their goods. But they have their stuff in Churchill at another location as well. And the particular one that I was going to point out was for the Texas Relief Fund. It's a candle that this maker is putting out with a jasmine scent that's raising funds for Kerr County relief for recent extreme flash flooding in that area. 10% of proceeds are donated to the Kerr County Relief Fund, providing funds for first responder needs and people in the need of rescue relief and recovery efforts. I always love when a local business is doing something like this. And if you are like me, I'm sure, I mean, there are so many awful things happening in the world right now, but that is, of course, something that's been going on in the news nonstop for a couple of weeks. And
Mhm.
this is, a way that you can sort of like impact things for the better. And I saw it and I thought, I hadn't heard of goods that matter, and I thought it was like a great business all around that people should know about. And this particular candle you can shop if you so choose, or they've got like a whole bunch of other stuff on their website that you can peruse as well. So I thought that'd be a good thing for people to know about.
Yeah, it's very cute. I'm looking at their Instagram right now.
Yeah, it's really cutie. And they've got
Yeah.
like a lot of good stuff. I mean, their website is very like jam packed with all kinds of things that you can support and get to know. So I
Yeah.
recommend it.
Yeah, and their candles look adorable. And then let's go back to how do you say
Waitress.
it again? No. Doter? Daughter?
Yeah.
Did you get that Ida jacket?
I want to so badly, but like I keep telling myself like maybe that'll be my post-pregnancy shopping.
Because I want it.
Should we both get it match and match?
Yeah, they are it's like I love a jean jacket, and then I love anything, to do with the sun and the moon and the stars, and
You
I'm just
know,
like
They
'Cause
have
you
a bunch of
posted
stuff over
that.
there I feel like you would love, Paige.
I know, as soon as you posted that, about them in the, trend spotter, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I need to go." So
Go over
cute.
there and get some. You'll have to scope it out for us. Do a
Yeah.
little shopping on our behalf.
Yeah, maybe I need to go make a reel.
Maybe. Maybe. It's so cute. A lot of their stuff I feel like is kind of like in that theme. I really love their like background, the way that they've kind of like described themselves too. And I think that they originally had like an online shop going, and then this is like their first storefront. So they're very interesting to learn about too. And all their stuff is so cute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
So
You
listen,
might see
Paige,
us in new jean jacket soon.
yeah, listen, if you get out there, you're gonna have to like let me know. Is what's the situation? Get the jean jacket.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Oh, so that wraps us up, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Woo. All right. So thanks for listening, Richmond. And by the way, there's more where that came from. Joining the Richmond Experience as a member is the best way to stay in the know about what's going on in RVA.
Not to worry, we refuse to sell your info or bombard you with ads, but we do charge a small annual membership fee of $39 a year to fund our team so we can keep doing this awesome work. Plus, a portion of each annual membership purchase for the Richmond Experience goes to rotating nonprofits each month. That's like $1 per week to get an all access pass to the best of RVA and lift up local orgs. It's a really, really good deal, friends. And listen, what are friends for anyway? Use code CHATTER to get $10 off your first year subscription.
Give us a follow on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at The Richmond Experience, and on Instagram at The Chatter and RVA too. And if you enjoyed this episode, send it to your buds, rate, review, and subscribe.
And if you want to keep up with each of us, you can find me at Kelsey Hines Typing on Instagram.
And me, Sips and Trips with Paige on Instagram.
Chat with you next week, RVA.